The IIHF tournament is underway, and it is loaded with names that are going to be getting called out in just a few short weeks at the NHL's draft at the Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada. So today we're going to take a quick little look at some of the more notable names on Team USA's roster. Hey everybody, welcome into Clearing the Benches, your one-stop shop for daily fresh hockey content. If you go ahead and hit your subscription button right now, every single day we'll bring you in a new hockey video to enjoy. Well, taking a look at Team USA's history in this tournament, they have taken the gold medal 11 times. They've taken silver 5 times, and they took the bronze medal 3 times. The first time they ever won gold was way back in 2002. Taking a quick look at their more recent history, last year they won the gold. They went 4-0 in the qualifying rounds against Finland, Latvia, Norway, and Switzerland. They beat Czechia 4-1 in the semifinals. They beat Slovakia 7-1 in the semifinals. And then on Ryan Leonard's overtime goal, they beat Team Sweden 3-2. When you look at some of the names on this year's roster, again, there's a lot of names that are going to be getting drafted next year. The first one we're going to take a look at, he has had a rough year, but he's only 17 years old. So I think there's a lot of time for him to turn it around. And also, he's a goalie. And I'm talking about Caleb Heil. This year, he was down at Sioux Falls, and he played in 19 games. He only had an .852 save percentage, and I believe he gave up more than 4 goals per game. Again, he's 17 years old. By the time he's 25 years old, 8 years from now, he could be a completely different goaltender. He's not that big for goalies in the NHL standard, 6'2", 188. He is very athletic, and he's committed to going to North Dakota next year. So we can watch him next year, and we can see, you know, first of all, if he gets drafted, maybe he gets a free agent call if he doesn't get drafted. But at the very least, we can watch him at North Dakota next year. Next up on our list, we've got a kid, Trevor Connolly. He is out of Manhattan Beach, California. First thing I'm going to say, we're going to get over it real quick, is that when the kid was a little bit younger a few years back, he made a big mistake on social media. He said some dumb stuff, or he posted some dumb stuff. But since then, everyone said that he's like turned a complete 180. He has apologized to everybody. He's done his due diligence. He's volunteered in the community to try to better his name. So that's something I just wanted to get out of the way. I don't think that's going to be something that hangs over this kid's head moving forward. This year at the Tri-City Storm, he had 31 goals, 47 assists for 78 points. He is a 6'1", 185-pound left wing, so he's already got good size. If he puts on another 10 pounds, he could become a rugged winger. He's committed to going to Providence next year, and most experts would expect him to get drafted in the first round this year, and he would probably go between like 14 and 20, 22 in that range. So Trevor Connolly is another name that we're going to be taking a look at. Next up, another name you may all be familiar with, Cole Hudson. You know, I would hate to be known for this, you know, Lane Hudson's brother, but that's who he is. And he is a left shot D. And he played this year on the 2024 U.S. national team. And first of all, everyone is saying that he is more well-rounded than his brother. They say Lane is a little bit more flashier. He's got a little bit more splash. But they say that Cole Hudson is more well-rounded. He's 5'10", 180 pounds. They're out of Chicago. And when I looked at his numbers for this year, he had 40 points in 45 games. Again, that's coming from the back end. So he definitely plays a well-rounded two-way game. So Cole Hudson, another name we're going to be taking a look at. And again, you know, when you look at his brother took a big jump. I think his brother went like first or second pick in the second round. And this is where originally Cole was projected to go. But I think based on his brother's success and the fact that he's showing out really well, I think he's going to jump into the first round, maybe even to the top 20. So that's another one we're going to have to keep an eye on. Next up, we're taking a look at another Cole Iserman. You know, if you look back about a year ago, everyone had Macklin Celebrini #1 and Cole Iserman #2. And I don't know what's happened in that past year. A lot of people say, you know, he is definitely a sniper. You know, he's like a Cole Caulfield. He scores everywhere he goes, and that's never going to change. But there are some people that have some concern about his play away from the puck, where he's at, his positioning, how he makes himself available. Again, the guy is an outstanding hockey player. I'm not going to sit here and say all he can do is put the puck in the net, but that's not a bad thing to have going for you. But when you look at Yzerman, he's a little bit more bulky than I thought he was. They got him at about 6 foot, 185 pounds. I just watched him today. He looks like he's closer to 200 than he is 185 pounds. And a lot of people have him still ranked to go between 4th overall, 16th overall. Some people say he may drop down around 20 overall because of the amount of defensemen that are going to go. But he definitely is a sniper. And whatever team takes him next year, yeah, the kid's 17. They're all going to need to grow into their game. But I think he's somebody that we could all get excited about looking forward. So, and also Cole Yzerman this year, he had 52 goals in just 51 games on the U.S. national under 18 teams. So those are some pretty whopping numbers. And then the last kid that we're going to take a look at today, and his name is L.J. Mooney, and he is out of West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. And in case that rings a bell, that's because his cousin, Logan Cooley, is also from West Mifflin, Pennsylvania. And like his cousin Cooley, he is a University of Minnesota commit. We know that Cooley went there for a year, excelled before he decided to sign with the Coyotes and go pro. But L.J. Mooney, another small kid, but don't let that fool you. 5'6", and he's 150-pound center. Just today, when you looked at the game, Yzerman scored, Connolly scored, Mooney, they all scored in just today's game alone. And I know that was a blowout. Last I looked, it was like 8-1, and there was still some time left. But this kid is no joke. Don't let the size fool you. Big things come in small packages in his case. And I'm very, very excited to see what team drafts him. I really think that, and also he's not eligible to be drafted, I don't think, until the 2025 draft. Yes, that is correct. So he's still got another year. Like I said, he can go to Minnesota, show what he's got. And then next year, he's going to go in the draft. But again, watching him in this tournament, he is very, very exciting when you see him. He's all over the ice, but he doesn't play out of control. He plays very in control. So he's a very exciting player to look at. So that's going to do it for today's episode. I just wanted to take a quick little look at Team USA's roster in the IIHF tournament. If you like this and you want to share the video, hit the like button, leave some comments. Maybe there's some guys you want me to talk about on this team or other teams. We can always make that happen. And as we always do here at Clearing the Benches, let them know you're out there.